Hello, everybody. Welcome to my top 10 teams in the Oceania region. Yes, there are 10 national teams at least in Oceania. I think there are 11 that are recognized by FIFA, as well as some other members that are not members of FIFA. But those members are not in my ranking, not because they're not members of FIFA, but because of the fact that they are among the weakest sides in the region. So I'm going to jump right in. In my opinion, the 10th best team in Oceania are, and some of these places you've never heard of before. Number 10 is the Cook Islands. Usually they participate in the OFC Nations Cup preliminary qualification round for the final spot. Number 9 is a team that registered their first win just a few years ago, American Samoa. They are one of the most improved minnows of the Oceania region. Number 8 is Samoa, the team that typically wins the preliminary round and qualifies for the main OFC Nations Cup tournament. They did so in the last 2 cycles at least, I believe. Number 7, we're getting to the bigger island nations now. The ones that typically participate in World Cup qualifying. One of the more decent sides in Oceania, Vanuatu. Number 6 on my list is a team that is sort of up and coming in Oceania. They are pretty decent at the youth level, participating in Youth World Cups. Fiji. Now, here's the thing, guys. Numbers 2 to 5 are really, really close. You can make a case for any of these teams being in second, third, fourth, or fifth. But number 5 for me, I think it's the Solomon Islands. And I know they're one of the last 2 remaining teams in Oceania at the moment, going up against New Zealand in the penultimate round of Oceania World Cup qualifying. But if you look at the group they were in with Papua New Guinea and Tahiti, that was a group where every team almost beat each other. It was a very chaotic group. It was not decided until the final match day, and I thought the Solomon Islands got a little bit lucky when Papua New Guinea went down 10 men. If that had not happened, I think Papua New Guinea would have advanced to the final round against New Zealand in the 2-legged playoff. So I do think Papua New Guinea are a better team than the Solomon Islands. I think Tahiti are a better team than the Solomon Islands, but it's not by much, guys. These teams can pretty much beat up on each other any day of the week, and the last round of Oceania World Cup qualifying proved that. Number 4, in my opinion, the most improved team in the entire Oceania region in recent years. It's Papua New Guinea, reaching the final of the OFC Nations Cup last summer in 2016 on home soil. I do think they are the most improved side in Oceania. They're pretty decent. Number 3, I'm giving it to Tahiti. I think Tahiti is number 3 because, again, the gap in quality between these 3 teams here is not very high. And I think the reason why I give the edge to Tahiti is because I think they have more experience. I think they have more pedigree in World Cup qualifying. And that's what really gave them the edge for me, in my opinion. But not by much. Number 2, in my opinion, the second best team in Oceania is New Caledonia. I really like New Caledonia. They're one of the few teams in the region that can pick points off of New Zealand. Case in point, they got a draw against them in their qualifying group. And they have several players who play in the second and third divisions of the French domestic league in France. So they have some international experience too, the players at the club level. And like I said, they're one of the best sides in the region. They know how to. And I think very recently, in 2012, New Caledonia eliminated New Zealand in the semifinals of the OFC Nations Cup. But other than that, after that, they get results against New Zealand. One of the few teams in the region who can. And number 1, of course, is the All Whites of New Zealand. We saw in the Confederations Cup this year. They are the big dog in the Oceania region. Beautiful country, too. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. But yeah, New Zealand's the best in Oceania. That should come as no surprise. So the 10 best teams in Oceania are New Zealand, New Caledonia, Tahiti, Papua New Guinea, the Solomon Islands, Fiji, that's right, Fiji, Vanuatu, Samoa, American Samoa, and the Cook Islands. So These are the 10 best teams in Oceania. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe. See you in my next video. Until then, guys, have a good day. Much love. Peace out.